We are here at the beautiful Countryside Kitchen at the American Countryside Farmers Market, and we're with Deb Allwine. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening out here at this beautiful facility coming up in the month of January. And Deb, also just some of the really great things that have happened here and continue to happen here in a general way here at the American Countryside Farmers Market. It's been quite a year for you, hasn't it?
It most certainly has. We have some wonderful vendors here, and part of what we're doing this weekend is if for the first 100 people that come in later this morning, we will be able to give them a free gift, and we want our vendors to share their customer appreciation.
Well, wonderful. So a free gift for those, and I think you've got a sample of it here, don't you?
The first 100 people, a beautiful tote bag here, American Countryside Farmers Market tote bag, to fill it up with all the goodies that the vendors have. So we'd like everyone to come out, and if you just walk up to the Welcome Center and tell us that you'd like your bag, we'll be more than glad to give you one. And our vendors have a variety of specials that they're offering, and all of those can be found on our website.
Fantastic. The website information, by the way, we'll have for you on the screen. But this is a beautiful canvas bag, sturdy, so you can go through really any vendor location and pick up what you need and put it here in the bag. But you have to ask for it and do that on Saturday morning as we're, of course, on the air here just before you open up on Saturday. Tell us a little bit about those vendors, can you, Deb? There's a variety of vendors, and some people maybe at home haven't been out here yet, but you can find food vendors, you can find vendors that are offering non-food items. It's really a pretty nice combination of a lot of different things, isn't it?
It most certainly is. We have some of the most wonderful meats and cheeses and artisan breads and baked goods and candies, and the food just goes on and on and on. And we have some wonderful restaurant vendors. We have some of the best pizza, and we have buffalo burgers, and we have the sirloin tips. It's just an awesome place to be, and it's an awesome place to come and shop and to do your grocery shopping here. We usually have something going on, especially on Saturdays. So
we're on the second floor right now at the Countryside Kitchen, and in this kitchen and really in this facility, groups can even partake in what's happening out here. I know you've had a couple of events here in the last month or so, even with the area, I believe the hospital, didn't you say, that came out here and had a special occasion, and others can do that too?
That's correct. We do rent out the kitchen area here when we have it available. We do hold kitchen classes here. Sometimes there's a charge for them, and sometimes there isn't. So you can certainly check again the website, which is americancountryside.us, and see what's going on in the kitchen, or it's available for rental for private parties and such, as well as our food court area downstairs, which seats about 200 plus.
We're going to talk a little bit more about the food court downstairs in just a little bit, but we mentioned it earlier. There are some things coming up in January, Deb. I know sculpting and some knitting and things like that. You want to go over some of those items that are coming up on the schedule?
Sure. Well, quite often we have Elkhart General Hospital has their healthy lifestyle classes going on. So again, almost every week they have something different going on. We have a quilter showcase coming up, as well as an ice sculpting event a couple of weeks from now. So we're hoping for some cooler weather than what we had this past weekend for the ice sculpting. So.
What about the quilting showcase? Now that intrigues me. Are you going to have a variety of different quilts that maybe people can view and even purchase?
Yes, we actually have that here now. We have Homestead Quilts, which is on our second floor, and they have a beautiful array of quilts that they have. And then we have a couple of other vendors that have smaller quilts that are available too. Sparrow Farm Creations has some smaller ones, and I think there's a few others. But we hope to expand on that for the Quilters Showcase. We also have a Dulcimer Fest that'll be going on. I forgot about that. So.
Well, Deb, there's a lot of great things happening here at American Countryside Farmers Market, and folks, you just need to come out and experience it for yourself. Deb, if there's just one thing, though, that you could mention that maybe sets the American Countryside Farmers Market apart from maybe any other market of this kind anywhere in the world, what would the one thing be? Can you put your finger on it?
Well, that's a hard question to answer, but I think our vendors are just very special people. And, you know, most of the items that we have here, especially on the second floor, are handcrafted by them. And they take great pride in what they do, and they have the quality and the service that you get is just spectacular from our vendors. So I think that would be what I would say.
And the location is fantastic. Folks watching anywhere in the viewing area, 18 counties. I mean, they can find this very easily, can't they?
Yeah, we're just right off the bypass. We are on County Road 26, but we're right off State Road 19, just south of the US 20 bypass. So it's very easy to locate us.
Well, we're going to locate ourselves downstairs in the food court when we come back, and Deb's going to give us a little mini virtual tour of this amazing facility. All that coming up when we return, so stay tuned. We are back, and we're at the food court here at American Countryside Farmers Market, once again with Deb Allwine. And Deb, this is really the place that when people come here for the first time, their jaws drop a little bit. It's a special place here within the market, isn't it?
It is. When you walk in the doors, what you'll see is, if they come in for the first time, is their eyes are automatically drawn upward to this beautiful cupola, which is 84 feet high in the center. And you can see all of the railing around the center court area here.
The center court area is really a meeting place for people. When you come here on Thursday morning, for instance, when you have bingo coming up in January that begins at 8 o'clock, this is where it will take place, right?
That's correct. This is the place where you can get your food, you can have a seat. We like to kind of call it our gathering spot or a gathering place. And if you look around the area here, you can see that we have the fruit of the Spirit inscribed in all of the wood. And so that kind of makes it extra special. It's just a nice place to come and enjoy a meal and meet with family and friends.
This was quite an idea that really was birthed several years ago. And Deb, you've been involved for a long time in the planning process. And when people come through the doors here, they're going to find a little tribute to the founders as well, aren't they? Just inside the doors here of the food court.
Yes, we have a couple of different things for our founders, which we are very grateful and thankful for. And we have our artist in residence, which is a wood carver, Jonathan, and he made a beautiful plaque recognizing the founders. And then we have another one by the doors there also that has the wood pegs in for each one of their names, which we have over 1,000 wood pegs in the building altogether. So it makes it extra special.
And that's what makes it the world's largest Amish-built wood peg barn in the entire world, right?
That, as far as we know, we haven't been corrected on that, so that's our story, and we're sticking to it. We had, in addition to the 1,000 pegs that we had 9 truckloads of Douglas fir brought in from Idaho, and those are our beams that are the largest, which are right here at center court. They're 16 by 16. We have 24 truckloads of timber in the building altogether. Some of our railing actually came and was processed from the trees in our parking lot, so it's just a unique, wonderful project.
It is just amazing, folks. You need to come by and take a look and certainly sample the food here in the food court. And Deb and I are standing right in front of the food vendors here. You see the sirloin tips. You see the Buffalo Pete's vendor and the Chicago Corner Cafe.
And Tylo Foods.
Tylo Foods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We also have a salad bar, and you can get an Amish haystack dinner there. And then we just have all kinds of wonderful goodies that you can pick up and either eat here or take home with you.
You will not go home hungry.
No, you shouldn't. You surely shouldn't.
Well, again, folks, you just need to check it out. If you'd like, you can go to the website. And Deb, the website again for American Countryside Farmers Market?
www.americancountryside.us. The .us is very important because it's not a .com, .us.
All right, so as you're watching this show, go to the website, check it out a little bit further, and then come on out here and say hi to Deb and all the vendors here at American Countryside Farmers Market. Deb, thanks again. Always good talking with you, and we'll begin updating folks at home over the next several months, the progress of what's happening here at the market, so we'll talk with you again soon.
We look forward to having you back.
All right, thanks again. We'll be back in just a moment, so stay tuned.